XRP is going towards the all-time highs and beyond. Say 10x, 100x, 1000x. When your portfolio is going to be ballooned like that, do understand you took the right decision. The smart ones among you who accumulated XRP can now sit back and relax as we enter into a bull market and we get volume. Those of you who traded 10% of your XRP portfolio into other assets to increase your XRP holdings should be in fact happy because they did it. As XRP is hitting $1 on different exchange, you do have to understand this is coming into all different exchanges. The volume we are getting is kind of reaching, but you do have to look at the technicals to see where we are going, what are the possibilities, where can we go, what can we understand from the history, if we plot what can be the targets, and what really matters here from this particular time onwards as you look at the market, because you need to do the pattern analysis, and in which say this particular pattern has 80% probability in my calculation, and I would say this one is showing you 65% probability, but both of them are pointing some way towards $2. So this one shows $1.9, whereas this one shows 2.05. Both of them are not too huge in difference, right? But this one is showing you that we are near a resistance point. So we need to break higher. We discussed this yesterday in the video, saying we are going to hit this particular level and then go down. Chances are there. But if we break that, it's going to be massive bull rally with the huge volume. Why do I say that? Look at the RSI here. It's breaking through the skies. So you may soon see your portfolio doing that 10x. Wow, 100x and then 1000x. Why is this happening? Because we are getting the XRP surge. Now, when XRP actually moved like this, you do have to understand there are a lot of guys who jump from this asset to other assets, and they would be entering back in because they understand, okay, this is taking off. We need to get in or we are going to miss out, right? So as your portfolio is ballooning, you need to keep the same discipline and patience as your portfolio is growing. Because if you really need to achieve the real targets of this bull market, you need to know those targets. You need to be disciplined through the technical analysis so that you are anticipating the right targets at the right time, and at least you're patient enough to understand this is the pattern, this is how this is going to evolve. Welcome to the Scientific Investor family, where we discuss crypto and science behind investing regularly. I know, this is that moment to say I told you so, but that doesn't matter. We talked about the altcoin season coming in and a ton of money to be made in this alt season for XRP as we were entering into April, and I even called out altcoin April, and don't forget this April. Now we are going to do this. Wake up before it's too late, right? Wake up before it's over. We told you 2 days ago, and that's literally what's happening. If you go through the videos, you'll understand how we described the targets and how we are going to move through. Say 3 weeks back, we talked about the patterns, trends. That's all happening. So the life-changing alt season to build your wealth, the capital accumulation phase, is happening right now. The total Bitcoin, crypto and entire market is like near $2 trillion, and we are still pushing to the upside, in which XRP has pushed hugely. See, in different exchanges, the values are different. Let me refresh the page and again look at it and say, yes, we did 47% to the upside. So that's 0.9 here, and say on Vasarix, it's showing $1. Now that would differ. Last time when we were at 0.78, Coinbase showed 0.92, right? So that would be a premium in different exchanges based on how much euphoric they are for this particular asset. So right now, the market, the altcoin market, is showing you something. Dominance of Bitcoin is highlighting as we moved. So what are going to be, what are these scenarios which we discussed previously and what's happening right now, what we can anticipate. Let's dig in through that. While we look at the weekly chart of XRP, the volume is dropping. Don't get confused because the volume is dropping, because I can actually take you back towards that weekly chart, same stuff, and then take you guys all the way back towards this point. Now, those who were listening to me from a long time understand this. We were going down in volume and we started moving to the upside, and that's when the price pumps as the volume comes in, meaning the volume was going down. People were saying, okay, this is not going anyway, I'm going to move out of this asset, and eventually they move out and then the volume is none, the volume is going down. But this particular level of investors believe strongly in XRP as we are coming down. Look at this, last all-time highs, that was the volume, and now that's the volume of money believing that this asset is going to go higher. Now, as the price is moving up, as you can see the breakout here in the RSI on a weekly and on a monthly, we are reaching near that target. Say if you step back to look at the same stuff on a monthly, this is what you see, right? We are nearing that breakout. So I would say we are just starting this wave, and this wave can be a monster if you're looking at monthly chart. In 3 months, if we do repeat the history or rhyme something, it's going to be massive. 50, 80x from this point. Now that's going to be huge. Now, if we are reaching 50x from this point, that's going to be enormous. Even if let's be conservative, say we're going to only repeat the history, not to create something more, then still you're kind of pumping this 80x, 800x, 1000x from here. Now, how do you actually get those? You'll have to literally look at what stuff we are looking at, and next wave we are kind of anticipating somewhere near this, right? $9, $10. Now that's the first pump. Now, if you measure from that correction or from that bottom, it's to be easy, 600% from that top, right? So if you are looking at that, that's still taking you $50, $60. Now that's not a small deal, right? You're reaching there just in one setup. Now, this we are taking from the bottom of the market cycle. Is this the bottom of the market cycle? No. So what was the bottom of the market cycle? You can just project your measurement tool there and understand that's 17,900%, say 18,000%. Now that makes the difference. When most of them miss this stuff, that's why I'm highlighting don't miss that point to understand, because this is going to be so huge in that aspect. You're starting from double the value, and if you are plotting that 600% from there, now you're going to get massive numbers. And if you're surprised, don't be, because we are calculating this not only in one terms but in many other different perspectives. You can look at this, say this is one pattern evolving, fine, this is $2, right? Then we were looking at a different pattern which is also showing you different targets in the way, but the final target being 1.9. Now, this is about the long-term targets, right? We understand that the volume is going down and still we are breaking out, so that means we are changing into that wave motion of XRP, where XRP is going to balloon. What next? Look at the MACD, look at the RSI. MACD has a ton of room to the upside, and RSI is just getting into that overbought territory. Now look at the past, you'll understand that's just the first wave, that's just the second wave. By the time MACD reaches the all-time high, that's when you see that huge motion in price reaching the top. So right now, it's the time for you to sit back and ride this wave. So if you look at this history, first, it's something similar like 1,300% up, again a correction, 1,300% pump again, and then a correction, and then again around 3,000% pump. Now, if we take that and plot it here, what do we get? We kind of reach somewhere around $199. Now, if you move anyway above $100, 120, 150, 200, that doesn't actually make much of a difference. Now, yeah, it would make much of a difference in your portfolio, but looking at the ROI, you can say even if it reaches $80, $100, wow, that's huge considering where we were in the market cycle at the bottom, 0.1. Those who average down at least towards 0.2, they are going to look at this like, okay, $2, I'm 10x, $20, I'm 100x, wow, near $200, I'm 1000x. So this is how they are going to look at this market cycle, right? They'll just take it from that bottom and plot it all the way to the top and say, wow, I kind of managed to pick that one. So that's 1300x my portfolio till here, and if it really goes to other target, which is coming out from the technical analysis itself, you're going to end up somewhere near 1800x. That's not a small deal. Now, yes, That doesn't happen in a day with one candle. Market usually fluctuates like this. There would be consolidation. Why? When you are going up 10x and then correcting 30-40%, most of them get pissed off because they don't or they can't pay that price of reaching that 1000x. They'll try to exit the market, rebuy at the bottom, trying to increase this. Now it happens. If it happens positively, good for them. But understand that's going to be risky. If you are having that mentality as an investor, you do the technical stuff and you understand, okay, this is what I anticipate. Now, you can be conservative. Okay, you can be conservative, be conservative, be conservative. You can go into a weekly chart to look at, what are the conservative targets. Now, these are based on history. We are plotting that. Now, those who have read through all the governmental reports, we have presented all of that for around 3 months continuously here in the Scientific Investor channel. If you go back 6 months, 7 months, you'll see 2-3 months we went through BIS reports, IMF reports, and a lot more than that, right? And as we went through all of these documents, we understood something. And I've been sharing that with you guys with that fundamental and the technical side of it, right? We're actually going through a ton of different breakouts. We are going through different targets. We're achieving all these targets, and I'm really happy for those 1,000 guys who were following these and making ton of profit. Why? Because 90% of them were putting that money back into XRP, making their portfolio bigger by each day. As we were hitting target 1, they moved some amount. As we are moving up, they are taking their profits, they are increasing the XRP portfolio. But from here on, it's going to be really hard to look at this market and say, okay, I'm gonna target this one, I'm gonna target this one. If you don't know technicals, it's gonna be really hard, because in this week itself we are going through a lot of target and we understand that the market is getting euphoric. What does that mean? You need to understand which coin is at the wave 2 top, because if there is a consolidation for next 3 months, 5 months, you may be surprised because you're still holding that asset for a long time. Now, what do I mean by that? Look at this. Once you topped out here, you had 200 days of consolidation. How many of you are prepared for this? If you are not well prepared for this, understand that's going to happen. Now, this is XRP chart and you can say, okay, that's just XRP chart. You can't say everything similar is going to happen in various different assets. Now, I'm going to take you to another one. Say this is Ether. Take this here. You started around 168 days. Now, we know XRP usually is late to the party when others are getting euphoric, right? So, still, you're going to get 160, 170 days of consolidation. Are you ready for that 4-5 months of consolidation? Because in XRP, it can be 6-7 months. Now, Ether is breaking out, and I can actually give you this as it is breaking out target 2,400, 2,500 towards 3,800. That's just a giveaway for you guys. Now, let's actually look at BTC market. What BTC market was doing last time and what was the consolidation like. The consolidation here was not that huge if you are looking at the time frames, right? You can see it was literally small stuffs happening in a month or so. Yeah, you can see that. If you pick that bottom correctly, yeah, 30-35 days each time as you moved up. Right now, the momentum is getting decreased. Last time you had that momentum almost all the way up as you were pumping. Now we are looking for the blow off the top. If that blow off the top is like this, you can move to 80,000, 85,000. It's fine. 70 to 80,000, cool. But are you making ton of ROI unless you purchased it at the bottom, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 here? If you didn't, then you are looking at other assets to make that huge returns, right? So when we go back into XRP, we do understand this is a plot which is possible. Now, what is the conservative kind of stuff which you are talking about, right? Let's go into a weekly chart. Then understand, let's just plot not the history, try to plot what the market is showing you right now. So we'll just take it this particular stuff and use textbook pattern compared to what XRP did last time. Say the textbook pattern usually shows you that the wave 1 is the smallest one. We almost all the way correct back towards that wave 1 bottom. Yeah, we did that. Fine. Then wave 2 happens. Now, usually wave 2 is 2 to 3 times, so you're expecting somewhere like 200, 240, 250% here. but XRP went all the way up to 1300%. So that's like 6x from the actual target of wave 2. Now let's be conservative, let's say 4x or 5x after that. Now here you are getting 550%. Now you are taking that from that bottom and plotting it like 1500%, they fine. Okay, now what is the 4 to 5 times this stuff, right? You are now taking this 1500% and taking it all the way up to 4 times. So that's like 6000%. So where does that 6000% take you? Somewhere around $13-14 for this stuff. Now again, you can see a 50-60% correction from there, which can come all the way up to $5, $6, $7, who knows, but that's what you are targeting. Now after that, you're again going 1000%. So that 1000% here is similar to what happened previously. Now, what happened previously here, if this case is playing out, you're looking at again a 5000, 6000% gain. Okay, plot that to the upside. Where are you going towards that 5000? You're reaching huge area. Now remember, we haven't even done this consolidation yet. Once you do that consolidation here in this market cycle, you kind of got, if you pick the right accurate, yeah, 3000, somewhere around 3000%. So that's like 3 times what happened previously. Now you can't even predict that it's gonna happen, because if you say that, people are gonna get all around you saying you are stupid. I don't care, because if 3 times that's gonna happen, oh my gosh, that's 15,000%. Where does that lead or take XRP towards? $8,000. Now, do you actually remember we did a wave analysis, elite wave pattern, and ended up somewhere around 8,000? Those who follow me saw this here. Those who are in Twitter would have seen this way before me from Ben Gravis. A shout out to him. He did that way before. Now, that's elite wave pattern, which is coming close to this stuff. You are plotting with the reality and trying to plot this. Now, yeah, that looks so huge, because from this point onwards, if you are taking this as a return on your investment, you are going to look at 600,000%. That's huge, right? So how many of you would be looking at up? That's not 600,000%. That's 6 million%. Now, if that 6 million% comes true, majority, would even get heart attack. But I know now you're thinking about this 6-7 million% can't happen in a market cycle. So I would just take you guys towards different assets where you literally want to take, the bottom to the top if you want to measure that. Now, when we measure this stuff in Verge, wow, that's so huge, right? You can see 7 million%. That too, it happened all the way in around 275-300 days. If you are picking that top to the bottom, you understand that happened within a year. Now you can come back and say, will this really happen? Even if this is just 1% of a possibility, I would actually say that's why I have my exit strategy, right? Those who are following me here understand why I have a certain exit strategy for XRP, because that clearly shows me if the momentum is still increasing, I'm still having my XRP there to take it out little by little. Those who have done the portfolio discussion one-on-one with me now understand, okay, this is a possibility, so that at least 10% of my XRP portfolio should be there so that I can utilize these higher prices if it happens. Now, even if it's just 1%, 10% probability, you should be prepared for that, because you're looking at the probability, you're looking at the odds of this game. And if you can turn that odds on your side, that's how you do it. And that's why I say always read books from the experts. Understand, Howard Marks wrote a book named Mastering the Market Cycle. Now, what's the importance of that book? It's like Warren Buffett kind of instructing, okay, buddy, why can't you consider writing a book? And Howard Marks comes out like this. So if that is the importance of that human being who is leading Oak Tree Capital, you have to understand that book is massive, massive knowledge. And if that knowledge suggests to you, like, we can do this, wow. But the question is, where are you positioned? Are you positioned well to take that balance? Because it's from this bottom. If your average is 0.2, now that's decreased to half. right? If your average is around 0.4, now it's 1.7 million. Now if your average is around 0.7, you're buying back in now, that's a million. So you are reducing your ROI as you go up. You only did a little bit here, but you reduced 5 million percentage. Boom, it's vanished. So you need to know where you're going and where you are right now. So those, at least you can appreciate the way you have traveled till now. Guys, I really believe you guys received value for your time, and if you really did, please do support the channel, hit that like and subscribe button. And if you want these kind of charts for your portfolio with different assets, where you're trying to get the most out of it in this bull market for majority of different assets, you can look at the Patreon. The link is in the description below. I'll meet you guys on the next video. Bye for now.